Reviews for The Gifted, Season 2, Episode 12. Teaser and poster drops for John Wick 3 Parabellum. The trailer arrives very soon too.
Has arrived already.
Has it arrived already, yeah. EA has pulled the plug on the Star Wars open world game.
Yeah, Orca. Yeah.
Orca.
It was another game, and then they redeveloped it into an open world game.
Was that anything to do with 1313?
No.
Alright, okay. Yes, but anyway, who cares about all that? Ghostbusters!
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 3!
Ghostbusters news.
Ghostbusters 3!
What?
Ghostbusters 3! Don't you start. Because he started on me earlier tonight with Fast and Furious, right? And you're starting me with this Ghostbusters thing.
Fast and Furious?
Right, will you stop? I can't deal with that. Right, anyway.
Brilliant.
G-Busters 3.
I know.
The third one. The third movie.
It's unreal.
Where has this come from?
Heaven.
This popped up literally overnight. It was Tuesday night whenever it was announced, and I actually remember when the news broke, I went, why isn't it Thursday yet? Yeah. I got to get into a small room with a group of nerds and start broadcasting my thoughts on air.
So I rang you, and I was like, right, I'm coming in after work. I have to...
We need to talk about this. We really need to talk about this. It came from nowhere.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday, I think it was Entertainment Weekly, broke the story that Jason Reitman, the son of director Ivan Reitman, who made the first two Ghostbusters movies, has actually come up with the pitch for this himself.
Yeah, well, apparently he told Ivan Reitman, his dad, who directed Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, that because he had avoided the franchise for years.
Yes, because I remember like different interviews coming out of time, because he directed Juno, he made Up in the Air, Thank You for Smoking. Yeah. Anytime he was doing the promotional tours for any of those movies, he was always asked, what about Ghostbusters? Because your dad made Ghostbusters, you're going to do Ghostbusters.
Trying to get away from that.
And every time
he actively didn't want to do it.
One of his most used quotes, I think, was, if you want a Ghostbusters movie where they all sit around and just talk about busting ghosts, that's what I would give you, basically.
I would take that.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it set in the same universe?
Like a Campfire Tales story, where they sit around and talk, and then it flashes back to these ghosts and stuff.
Yeah, I would take that as well. So yeah, the most unlikeliest of news broke, and it's left a lot of the fan base sort of going, "What is it? Is this real?"
Still dubious, because
I thought it was. I honestly, I was saying it to Stephen. I thought it was a troll. It was to try and make people go, "Look, it's going to happen."
Yeah,
haha, got you. I'm still getting that vibe.
Yeah, because I think I'm seeing a lot of it on social media where people are like, yeah, I'll believe it when it happens, and
but it is happening.
Real? Is this real?
Yeah, but
yes, it's real.
That's the thing. I was actually talking about this earlier on the show. 30 years now. 30 years since Ghostbusters 2. 2019 marks the 30th anniversary of that movie. And ever since then, I think it was sort of like around the mid-90s, Dan Aykroyd, every 5 minutes, every opportunity he could, he was coming out saying, we're going to make Ghostbusters 3. There's a script being written, we've got directors in mind. And it kept going on and on and on. And every single time the project got shelved, it was in development hell. We had the Ghostbusters video game in 2009. And then, obviously, for the 30th anniversary of the original movie, everyone was thinking, we're going to get something big. Yeah. We're going to get Ghostbusters 3. We're going to get an announcement or something. Boom, Harold Ramis unfortunately passes away. And then straight into the reboot.
Then this was the thing, because we talked about Paul Feig. If you go to the website, you can listen to our interview with director Paul Feig. And this was the thing, because he talked about the backlash he got, whenever he announced Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And the first thing he announced was, I'm making Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh my God. And then he was like, but it's a reboot with all women. And everybody's like, what? And it wasn't the women everybody was whatting about. It was like a reboot.
Yeah.
Because the comic was ongoing, the video game wasn't that long out.
Yeah,
the merchandise was all. Ghostbusters is very much alive.
I think it's several sort of key factors that led to the outcasting of the reboot, shall we say. It was the fact that Dan Aykroyd for years had been promising a Ghostbusters 3. It was the fact that Ghostbusters 2 wasn't as good as the first movie. In fact, it was basically the first movie all over again, but not done as well. So for years, a lot of people were kind of combining the two and going, well, the second one wasn't great, but they can redeem it with the third one. It's the closing chapter of the trilogy. And whenever this news was announced that they're going to reboot it, all that was taken and flushed down the toilet. Yeah. It left a lot of fans feeling a little bit hurt and a little bit angry by that.
And rightly so.
And that was only made worse by the fact that the trailer for the reboot came out and it looked nothing like Ghostbusters.
No. But the thing about it is, you said this to me last night on the phone, and I've actually seen a couple of people saying, I'm sure you're the same, I'm part of a load of Ghostbusters fan groups and blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot of people saying, have an all-women cast. And you'll see that we're not sexist.
Yeah.
Have an all-women cast in this, and it will do really, really well, because it's not a reboot.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I don't know whenever this project first started. But I have a couple of little theories that we'll get into. But a trailer was dropped almost immediately after the announcement came.
But Dan Aykroyd said a couple of months ago in an interview that he's hoping that they're going to bring the original team back.
Well,
And
you know,
everybody kinda
a broken clock
"That's
still
Dan
tells
Aykroyd,
the same
that's Dan
time
Aykroyd."
twice a day, you
But
know.
I think at that point he was telling us,
It's
get
happening.
ready.
Yeah.
But nobody listened.
But, well, of course nobody's going to listen because he's been spouting this out for 30 years.
Yeah, but it's the boy who cried wolf, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
That's the boy who cried Ghostbusters.
That is literally the analysis, yeah. Or the analogy. So, trailer came out, teaser trailer came out, which I think blew everyone away.
Yeah.
To a point where a lot of people still don't want to believe it because it looks
I'm
this
still,
good.
in this weird little reality going. I actually watched it 3 or 4 times just to go.
Because
I'm being
I was
told.
like, this isn't real.
This can't be real.
Good, but it's not real.
Yeah.
But it was real. And whenever 4 years ago when the teaser trailer came out for The Force Awakens, right?
Yeah.
I was working in Belfast, and there was an office full of guys, all in around sort of 25, 30, 35, 40 age groups.
Mm-hmm.
When the trailer dropped, it was like, right, and everybody just huddled around a couple of screens, right? And I swear to God, and I'm not ashamed to say it, grown men were crying.
Yeah.
Grown men were crying. Whenever we do that Chewie, we're home line,
Yeah.
right?
That was
And I welled up too. I was like, oh my God, we have waited so long for this.
And here it is.
And I felt exactly the same last night whenever I watched that trailer.
Yeah, no, same here, absolutely right.
And I never got that. So I never got that with the reboot.
No.
Whenever I watched the reboot, at the bit at the start where wherever your man's hanging off the door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you hear the doo-doo-doo and the Ghostbusters music.
Yeah.
I got it there. I did for a minute. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's the Ghostbusters theme. It's a new movie. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And then it quickly diminished.
Yes, it did.
But-
My main sort of issue with it was, and I was quite vocal about the reboot whenever it was first announced and the casting news and whenever the proton packs in the Ecto 1 all was revealed, I wasn't overly negative. I was just disappointed.
Yeah.
And every time that I put something up online about it going, this is the new Ecto 1? Really? These are the new proton packs? Really?
Sexist!
It looks terrible. Yeah, everyone in the comments was either calling me a
Patriarchy!
sexist, a misogynist. Yeah. You use Gillette razors, don't you? But so a lot of people were giving me grief.
Yeah.
And going like, no, like, give the movie a chance. Here's the perfect analogy for it, is this teaser trailer. Now, as far as we know, this was just shot specifically to announce the movie. It's not going to be a scene in the movie or anything like that.
But I think that this teaser is giving us an idea of what's happening. I think
it is.
Ghostbusters have been gone for 30 years.
you're getting that
Something's
vibe from it.
happening.
Well, we'll get into that in a second, but as I was saying there before, like, the teaser came out for the Paul Feig reboot, and it was just diabolical.
It was horrible.
It was so bad. Even Patty, who's one of the funniest characters in the movie, her line at the end, "Get out of my friend, Ghost," and she slaps her. It's edited in such a poor way in the trailer where it just looks so, I don't know, rough and on the nose and so obvious and terrible.
But the thing, we've talked about this before, the thing about Ghostbusters that makes it so good is that it's not played for laughs.
No, it's not.
Real, couple of humorous guys doing a job.
Well, no.
Whereas Paul Feig was taking fart jokes. Which
Yeah.
Ghostbusters isn't.
But see, again, here's the issue with it, is that they're all straight men.
Yeah.
Like, the story is completely real-world setting. The humour comes from the fact that these normal, everyday schlubs have to save the world. That's where the comedy comes from.
Yeah.
So everything's grounded, everything's realistic. Whereas in this reboot, I mean, you've got pratfalls with slime, and you've got all this nonsense, and this terrible ad-libbing. This terrible find it and post sort of like, what's the funniest scene? Here, we'll light something up and just watch it on the monitor sort of thing. And, that makes us laugh. Put that in the movie.
And it's the only movie I've ever watched the director's cut of, and it's worse.
Yeah.
What? It's worse.
It's
The
so
director's
bad.
cut is worse.
It's really, really, oh.
Like even that line, the burn in hell line.
Yeah.
You know what she says about how much is the firehouse, and she goes, burn in hell.
Yeah.
I laughed when I was saw it in the cinema. They've changed it now, and it's an expletive in there.
Yeah. It's FU,
And
basically.
It's just like, that's not funny. It doesn't
Yeah.
work. It was funny in the cinema. It wasn't
Yeah.
funny because because you've changed.
Go to hell.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
go
was
to
funny.
hell. And I heard the way she said, but it just, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, so that trailer came out, and I said, this looks terrible. And everyone's like, oh, Saxon. Oh, you don't know what it's going to be like because you haven't seen the movie yet. You've only seen the trailer. The trailer is there to represent what the movie's going to be. It's taking some of the best parts of the movie, slapping it together in a little promotional reel, and sending it out to cinemas and putting it online. It's to give you an idea what the movie is. It's to give you incentive to pay your money, sit in your seat, and enjoy the movie.
Plus the fact they pulled a major dick move for that trailer when they wrote 30
years ago. Yeah.
When
Yeah,
everybody's
that
like,
annoyed
oh
me.
my god.
It's a sequel, yeah. It's their daughters.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then damage control. No, it's not.
Oh god. So with this trailer that came out, I actually put up a post about this. I posted it under the trailer that went up on YouTube, where I said, looking at the like to dislike bar here, it looks like there's a lot more likes than there are dislikes. It's almost as if people didn't like the look of the first trailer because it was edited bad and it had a load of rubbish jokes in it.
I think it's still one of the most hated videos on
It is.
YouTube.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's so bad. But this new one, it gives you a perfect sense of the tone that they're heading toward. And it's beautiful. The way it's shot is beautiful.
yeah.
The atmosphere. It's so great.
Subtle little signs.
It's Back to the Future. I'm waiting for Marty McFly to roll out of the shed in the Act
That's
1
nice.
or in the
I was watching
DeLorean.
it and I was like, this is Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. This is
Yeah.
because it feels like the crash scene in Back to the Future.
Yeah, like
and,
Mr. Peabody's farm, like, he's about to come out with a shotgun. You killed my pine!
and I just love the fact that it's somebody trying to get the proton packs to work again.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Subtle
And
noise was
Did you
beautiful.
notice
it
as well?
It was so good.
Because I'm a freak of nature. I will watch this trailer like 50, 60 times and freeze frame and stuff. Did you notice the ectoplasm on the fence?
No.
There's little kind of dribbles of ectoplasm just on the tree
I'm sure
beside
it's
the fence.
full of Easter eggs. And
It
the
is.
thing is, rightly, my parents left me that house.
I was
That
born
has to-
there.
That has to be Ray's house.
It is. That's what I'm thinking it is anyway. Yeah, so it's you can see the storm clouds are starting to rumble. Something's going down. Something Gozer level
The thing
evil is starting to come down. And this is a person that's desperately trying to get the proton pack up and running again.
Yeah, the thing I liked about it, because it speaks volumes, is that's what you were saying, that they've been gone for so long. That what I got from it was something bad happened, something went wrong, like a big thing went wrong, and they're completely outcast. They're this is a horrible thing you've done. You're completely forgotten, and someone discovers them. Someone accidentally somehow gets there and discovers the Acto 1 or a proton pack or something.
Yeah.
And then you just see, because I'd love that. I'd love a little scene where they open up oh my god, there's an Acto 1, and you hear someone in the background just going, oh yeah, that was. that was back in the day.
I actually described a scene like that in how I would fix Paul Feig's Ghostbusters, where if you were to make it a sequel, it would be Dan Aykroyd's character, it would be Stan's looking after the firehouse, sort of like an Egon role from the Extreme Ghostbusters TV show,
yes.
and basically Holtzman falls in love with this old dilapidated Acto 1 and she fixes it up.
Yeah.
That's the sort of scene that I would like
They
to see in the
even
movie.
could have went the Last Jedi or the Force Awakens route, where you could have been like, I thought you guys were. I didn't think you guys were real.
Like you're a
Yeah.
myth.
You know,
you were
like what my dad told me that you saved the world, but I always thought it was just nonsense. That
Yeah.
they could have played it that way.
that would be
And,
cool.
Like everyone was told to avoid that firehouse down in
Yeah.
New York. Yeah.
That's what I got from it. Was like it's run down. They've been forgotten. It's kind of they've now a bit of a legend now.
Yeah, because
Like
Ghostbusters 2 set that up. That my dad says you guys are full of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's the guy that's
people-
directing the new
He's
movie.
the guy who's directing the movie. But that set up the idea that people don't believe what they can't understand.
Yeah.
So people would make excuses. No, it wasn't really the end of the world. That's Mr. Step-Off was a
hoax. It was
It was
hoax.
gas that
Yeah.
came out of the sewers.
Yeah, they put something in the water and we saw the Statue of Liberty.
As they tried to do in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
They both were pack and play. So, I mean, they could have went that way. We're like, geez, that was real. You guys really did save the world twice. That kind of
Yeah.
way. That's all they had to do. But...
Yeah. Well, again, aside from it essentially being a big screen adaptation of Extreme Ghostbusters, what do you want to see from this?
I want to see them doing the next generation type thing.
Yeah, so Extreme Ghostbusters.
I want to see them I want to see them all in their thing, but they realize that we're not young anymore, and I want to see them teach the next so somebody as I say, someone discovers them,
Yeah.
and they slowly get taught by them. A type of teacher doesn't want to teach, but it's just getting so annoyed, going, oh look, here's how you do it, and then they start showing them bits and pieces.
Yeah, it's the
And
mentor
then-
role. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
that's
has
right.
to do a scene. I mean, there's going to be like, oh my god, this is the first ghost we've seen in 30 years, and it's going to hand them their ass. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, we're too old for this. We need to bring in help here.
See, like, everyone sort of has their own version of what they'd love to see for Ghostbusters 3 written in their heads. I remember I was on a bus coming home from somewhere anyway, and I was listening to, the instrumental version of the Ghostbusters theme.
Yeah.
And I was picturing that as the trailer. And I sort of imagined in my head this great sequence where it's Egon and Ray teaching a new squad of Ghostbusters. And they go out for their first bust, and, like, they're firing proton beams everywhere, and they're going, this is fun, this is a laugh. And you have this really kind of, like, handing their ass to them sequences, you say, where Stans and Egon are saying, like, the proton pack's not a toy.
Yeah, it's not
Don't
funny.
play with this. This could end your life. And it sort of brings the mood down a little bit, where they're like, yeah, you can go out and have fun with this, but you have to take this very seriously.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, wouldn't that work so well in a Ghostbusters movie?
But I still think I don't want to see